Honey, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm called the Big Game Hunter. Started to be called that when I did recruiting. I hunted down leaders and staff for organizations and did it successfully for a long time. Now people hire me for no BS career advice and coaching globally because I make things much easier related to a job search, hiring more effectively, managing and leading better, and much more. Negotiating a job offer can be anxiety provoking, but it's important to remember that you deserve to be paid what you're worth. Here, I'm going to share some ideas for you that will help you negotiate your offer and try and move them so you can be happy with the offer that you receive. And this will help you whether you're a recent grad or a more seasoned professional looking for a bump in an offer. So the first thing always starts off with, and hopefully you did this early on, you did your research so that you have a sense of what the average salary is for the position that you're going for, and specifically for the experience level in your industry, because this gives you a strong launch point. It also helps you with your confidence. Projecting confidence instead of desperation is important. When they sense desperation, they feel as though they have you. And that's not a good position for you to bargain from. A better position is knowing your value, knowing your worth to the firm that you're joining. Do they have enough resources that do the kind of work that you do? Or is this something where you're going to play a pivotal role in their organization? Understanding your skills, experience, accomplishments, and how they'll benefit your new firm is important in having that confidence and having the ability to walk into a negotiation feeling as though that you have something of value. Even so, there may be times where they're going to try and crush you, and you have to be prepared to walk away. And you can do it in such a way as to say to them, every time I'm offering something up as a conversation point, you're immediately shooting it down. Am I wasting my time in having this conversation about improving the offer? Is this really a take it or leave it situation? Because it's sure seeming that way. I know for many of you that's going to sound like a very strong statement and one that will antagonize them. But they're antagonizing you. They're not participating in a negotiation. They're saying no repeatedly. And if you don't have something else to go to, I understand that you don't want to lose what you have. But there are always other situations out there. Now, if financially you need to accept something, I'll just remind you that you can accept an offer and then continue to interview. And when the time is right, leave for that other thing. But remember, being prepared to walk away is an important part of your negotiating power. Now, they're going to ask you questions because they want to understand some of your rationale. And in answering and in participating in this, you have to demonstrate the same degree of flexibility as I'm suggesting they have to demonstrate with you. Again, it doesn't mean that you have to cave into everything that they say, but you have to show a degree of flexibility. Also, having a positive attitude and being professional helps to avoid them getting angry, them taking it out on you after you're on board, you being defensive because you have confidence. These are all linked together, as you're noticing. And after you get the offer revised, I just want to remind you, make sure that you get it in writing so that in this way there's no discrepancies later on. Last thing I just want to bring up is that with certain firms, you can try to negotiate benefits. The larger the firm, the less likely it is that you're going to get a much capitulation on their part. But you can try and go for a sign-on bonus or additions to their restricted stock units that they've proposed to you, or improved vacation, or a professional development allowance, or better tuition refund, or the number of days you work from home or telecommute, a flexible work schedule. There's a lot of things that are negotiable, and don't forget about those because it feels like your anxiety is getting the better of you. So I hope you found this helpful. There's a lot more at my website, thebiggamehunter.us. Go to the blog, go exploring. It will help you. And I've got video courses, books, and guides that you can order. I'd love to help. Lastly, connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Have a terrific day and be great.